morning. It's Tuesday, October 1st. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of WEX Wakeup. I'm Natasha Sweet. Former President Donald Trump appears to be making inroads with Latino voters, according to recent polling.
In our prayers, and we pray to God, and throughout this the long weeks that lay ahead, you're going to have a lot of work, but the end result is it's going to be good. We just wish so many people weren't so badly hurt, and in many cases, sadly, no longer with us.
The critical voting bloc has slowly been drifting from Democrats to Republicans in recent elections. Now there's even more evidence of the former president's appeal with the group, specifically Latino men. A new poll released over the weekend found Trump is cutting into Harris's lead among Latino voters. This marks Democrats' lowest level of support among the group in the past 4 presidential cycles. Harris has 54% among registered Latino voters compared to Trump's 40%. Another 6% said they wouldn't vote or were unsure. There are questions surrounding both President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris's absence in Georgia after the hurricane made landfall. Our Naomi Lim has more on the White House's response.
With former President Donald Trump surveying storm damage in Georgia, the White House is on the defensive about President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris's own response to Hurricane Helene.
President Biden was at his beach house, and Vice President Harris was hosting political fundraisers on the West Coast. Is there a reason that they could not be here?
The president did exactly what a president in this moment needs to do, which is directing his team to take action. One of the reasons that the FEMA administrator was here in this room on Thursday is the president wanted to make sure that we were sending a message out to folks who were going to be impacted by the hurricane, and also wanted her to share how we were pre-positioning on the ground. Remember, these are folks who do this type of stuff.
With the election only a month away, it's clear the White House is grappling not only with the natural disaster, but its political ramifications. I'm Naomi Lim for the Washington Examiner.
Tonight is the night Senator Vance and Governor Tim Walz will face off in the vice presidential debate. Our Hasten Willis spoke with voters to get their take on how it'll impact the election.
CBS News in Manhattan will be the site of the only scheduled vice presidential debate. Here's what New Yorkers expect for the showdown between J.D. Vance and Tim Walz.
Vice president debates, ironically, tend to be better and more substantive than presidential debates nowadays.
Gonna get my popcorn, gonna sit down, yes.
We have to keep an eye on this election. It's very close. This is global. The world is looking at us, and we're looking for respect as Americans.
It's not gonna be anything outstanding, but worth listening to.
For coverage of the vice presidential debate and the 2024 elections, visit washingtonexaminer.com. I'm Hasten Willis in New York for the Washington Examiner.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday morning. For more stories, be sure to head on over to our website and give us a follow on social media so you can stay in the know and all that's trending in politics. Have a great day.